public hearing. Again, we'll officially open the Board of Finance budget public hearing for the fiscal year 2022 through June 30th, 2023. And it is approximately 7:05 p.m. on Wednesday, February 16th, 2022. As most of you know, this is not your first public hearing, but at this public hearing, we invite members of the public to address the board on both the mayor's proposed budget as well as the Board of Education proposed budget. We'll start with the mayor's proposed budget, and I would like to invite any members of the public who are in attendance at this meeting. I would invite them to speak and address the board as to any comments or on the mayor's proposed budget. And since this is a Zoom meeting, I would suggest that you please raise your hand if you're present and would like to speak. Don't see any members here of the public. And I would just like to invite, if there are any members of the public attending via Zoom, that they may address the board on either the Board of Education or the city's budget at this time by raising their hand. And we'll give it just a few minutes and see if anybody joins. And going back to the mayor's comments just initially, have we seen any appeals? Has there been a lot of appeal activity to this point from the revaluation?
We can get the exact number from Marcus, Eric, our city assessor, but I do know that there has been a full calendar of appeals. I think because we have an extra month that we're taking to sign the grand list, that also extends from February 20th to March 20th, the opportunity for people to appeal their assessments. Is that fair, Peter?
Yes, and I do know that Marcus is currently working on finalizing the schedule for those Board of Assessment appeal hearings, and everyone should stay tuned for the notice that goes out with those dates and the location of the meetings.
It's my understanding that they've been handling them since December for the initial set of folks who have sent in their appeals, but that people have until March. Is it March 20th, Peter, for this year?
Yeah, we'd have to double check with Marcus. I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
At the risk of getting ahead of myself on our agenda, I did notice that there was really not any increase in the Board of Assessment Appeals budget. So I didn't know. I know technically, I suppose it's under last year's budget, but at some point I would assume we'd anticipate a transfer if necessary to cover additional costs. Or
we do have a reserve fund for the assessor's office to handle those years that are reval years.
okay,
So there is that reserve fund that Marcus or the Board of Appeals can tap into in order to handle any type of financial costs associated with these appeals, whether it's hiring outside counsel or appraisers or experts that have to kind of investigate the assessment for a unique piece of property.
Thank you. That's helpful. Okay, it's now 7:10. I'm wondering if any
Just-
members,
Just to
Mr. Ryan?
clarify, I believe it's March 28th is what I'm sorry, March 18th is the date for which appeals must be filed. March 18th.
thank you for the clarification. It's now 7:10. If to read for the last and final time, I'm going to ask if any members of the public are present and would like to address the board in regards to the mayor's proposed budget or the Board of Education's proposed budget for 2022, 2023, they may do so at this time. I do not see any, and if anybody sees anybody, please let me know. Otherwise, I will entertain a motion to recess until tomorrow afternoon.
I'll make a motion that we recess until tomorrow, February 17th at 5:30.
Thank you, Scott. Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Thank you, Lauren. Any discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay, the motion carries and we are recessed until tomorrow night's hearing. Thank you all for joining us tonight,
See you tomorrow.
and it's going to be a good budget year. All right, well,
Good
everyone
night,
be safe,
everyone. Have
stay
a great
well.
night.
Good night.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Take care, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Oh. Hello?